Hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Homebrew Helper with me, the Grinning Gamer, Shesha, whatever you want to call me. For those of you who haven't been a part of this stream before, welcome. Appreciate having you. If you aren't aware, the whole point of this stream is to create homebrew D&D 5e content live from your suggestions. Anything that is created during this stream by me will be released later for free in Shesha's Compendium of Curiosities. We have completed Volume 1, Volume 2, Volume 3 is in the works, and whatever we produce during this stream will be heaped into Volume 4. I also take if any of you are homebrew content creators yourself, I'm more than happy to take your homebrew content, review it on stream, help you tweak it and edit it to be closer to balanced, or tweak it for better language, something that follows along with the books. So feel free to share that as well. Before we get started, a quick shout out, as always, to Ian Fisher. Welcome, Bob. Quick shout out to Ian Fisher for providing the music that you were listening to on today's stream. He was kind enough to provide me a license. If you want to support him, you can check him out on YouTube and on Patreon at Tabletop RPG Music. His music is free to use from YouTube for any of your D&D games. He makes them specifically for tabletop RPGs. And also has stated that you are more than welcome to use them for streaming your campaign. But if you want to support him, he is on Patreon. I'm glad that you feel welcome, Bob. It is my goal. Well, Slev, right out of the gate with necromancer stuff. Skull of Raised Dead, Bell of Animate Undead, Bracers of Spirit Summoning. Okay, so I'm gonna skip Bell of Animate Undead because I already have something in my campaign known as the Seven Unfettered. They are a set of necromancer's tools based off of the Abhorsen books, where necromancers used sets of bells to either raise the dead, or in the Abhorsen's case, to put the dead down. So I'm working on those as part of the Touchstone series of items. They'll be released as playtest material through my Patreon at patreon.com/thegrinninggamer once I have time to tweak. Thank you for the follow, Babacus. But I mean, we can talk about Skull of Raised Dead, but I think that's probably going to be the simplest magic item that I'm ever going to have to make. It's going to be a skull that casts Raised Dead. Well, wouldn't want you to feel unwelcome, Slev, so I will go ahead and put that in the compendium. Skull of Raised Dead. Should it be consumable, do you think? Should it be like a... Is it... No, my friend followed me... my friend followed me today while I was offline, like 2 hours ago, and that was 69 followers, and then somebody immediately followed after that for 70, and I'm like, I missed it. So I'm at 71 now. Consume on use. Okay, so we've got a consumable, Skull of Raised Dead. You might... I want it to be epic, so you may crush this skull in your hand in order to cast the spell Raised Dead. Should it be Raised Dead or Animate Undead, do you think? Let's check the spells. Hello, babe. R. Animate Undead? We gotta be spoopy? Yeah. Actually, so my I was going to, before we launched right into item suggestions, say that since we are now in the month of October, we should go down a route of Halloween items. Yeah, so let's see. Ray's dad is just resurrection, so I think... seriously, A. Where's A? A! La la la. Animated objects. Animate dead. There we go. 3rd level necromancy. Cool. Spell creates an undead servant. Choose a pile of bones or a corpse. Yeah. Sounds good. In order to cast this spell, animate dead. Crush the skull in your hand in order to cast the spell animate dead. So we'll change that to skull of animate dead. Babs is here. Hello, baby. The other day I was on a stream and we were making spooky items. I suggested trophy necklace, scalpel of disfigurement, torturous spoon, pumpkin head of the revenant. How horrifying. I like the pumpkin head. No nerfs for us. We must remain cute. It is how we survive. Okay. Did you get all of those items made, Babacus? I'm also gonna put a note in here to do bracers. What was it? Bracers of spirit summoning? Yeah. Bracers of spirit. So, no, not snip. Bracers of spirit summoning. There we go. I'm gonna have to think for a sec on bracers of spirit summoning. How, like, the actual mechanics of that. So every time you punch somebody, it makes a ghost. While wearing the pumpkin head, any effect that would reduce you to 0 hit points instead puts your HP and intelligence. Oof! That is nasty. Sounds like a curse. Intelligence to 1 is debilitating. Wow. Also, one moment. One of my players said that they wanted to be online for this. There we go. Just tagging him real quick. Okay, well, if you got all those items done, then we'll skip those because they're already made. No point in remaking them. Man, bracers of spirit summoning. Where for the big boss fight cannot die unless you are outright killed. Huh? And professionalism and like logistics as it pertains to phone banking versus it is a hard one. Man. And how they did the whole like 2 weeks prior to election like last minute mad dash. I'm starting to get some ideas for it, but I'll come back to it. I had another idea for something that I had. I thought of this last night. Could go with summon undead. As it summons a spirit. So I'm thinking of something like, you know, each day it gains a number of charges, and you can spend the charges to... Oh no, like, each day at dawn, 3 spirits are drawn to the bracers. These spirits act like... act as simple servants. You can, each one you can give a simple set of instructions, such as a message to deliver. More charges you spend on in a graveyard. That would be interesting. Yeah, I can't say I'm opposed to that. Okay. Well, let me write down these ideas before I forget them, then. it's gonna require some refining, but each dawn 3 spirits are drawn to these bracers. These spirits act as simple servants to which you can issue simple commands. Like yeah, except that instead of like the sending spell where it's limited to 25 words, you can give them like a full ass message. Spirits act as simple servants to which you can issue simple commands. If you spend the night in a graveyard, you gain 2 additional spirits at dawn for a total of 5.
I'll give it a 2. Why not? And this is like a 10. Like, again, I could
use all charges for a spirit to fight with you. If used X amount of days straight, will crumble to dust. Maybe.
And like the app will, so it goes like, hey, this is parentheses, first name, great. Hey, is this?
So I was thinking more along the lines of like, instead of having them like summon like actual ghosts into battle with you, you can spin the ghost for simple commands. So like you can have them deliver a longer message than Cindy could do, or you can have them go like do short reconnaissance for you and report back. But then also I was thinking perhaps you could spend one to like harry an enemy in battle and grant them disadvantage on their attacks against you for a turn. You know? Maybe produce a fear effect. Let's see. So I'm just gonna write down a list of effects. So effects, message, short, reconnaissance, disadvantage for a turn, fear save. Babacus. The trophy necklace, you could spend 10 minutes to create 1 trophy from any creature that had died in the last minute. Expend trophies on a hit to deal an additional 2d8 necrotic. Not bad. I like that. Did it have a limit to the amount of trophies that you could create at once?
We have what we call the get out to vote pledge, which is you tell 3 other people to vote.
Also, before I forget, I'm going to start on the item that I had the idea for, which is the token of the full moon. So the token of the full moon here, I already know the description. This small silver coin hangs from a chain like an amulet around the neck of the wearer. It has 2 sides and can be flipped over with a quick turn. So you probably make the limit around 5 to 6 as a natural limit, and they could reasonably make 1 trophy per combat, unless you specifically keep enemies alive to make trophies out of. Maybe, but like the problem being Babacus is that people could cheat. Yeah, so like I would set a hard limit of 5 to 6. That seems reasonable. If you don't set a hard limit, then you run into the issue of players cheesing this by, you know, maybe they go out and they fight a band of goblins and they kill 12 of them within the span of the battle. Maybe they get 2 trophies from that, but even just like if they make a trophy every battle and then just save them forever, that could pose a problem, because then suddenly they just have this chain of a ton of trophies. But yeah, 5 to 6 sounds like a reasonable thing. Okay, so let's see. The coin has 2 sides. It can be flipped over with a quick turn. The first side depicts a new moon, and then the other, the full moon. This item, let's see. This would be wondrous item, rare. Requires attunement by a werewolf. And then the idea is, well, Warren, let's see. The scalpel of disfigurement could be reworked. All it is right now is you disfigure a creature's face alive or dead and gain advantage on charisma checks against that creature type for 24 hours.
It's a Sunday, NFL is fun.
That is horrifying, actually. I would say... it lacks pizzazz. Yeah, what it needs is more flavor, really, because right now it's just mechanical. First of all, I'd change it to intimidation. I think maybe... no. Excuse me. Never mind. I would keep it like it is, as charisma, but the flavor would be like, and only a really evil character would fucking exist. But that's the point if we're going for horror. As you use this knife to disfigure a creature's face, parts of the face that you cut appear like a mask over your own. No, so I would keep it as intimidation until it forms like, and I'm not wording this exactly, but it would form kind of like a disgusting mask, essentially. And then you would gain advantage on intimidation checks. The mask would be illusory, and only creatures of that type could see it. I think that works. Anyway, okay, so Token of the Full Moon. Back to this. Requires attunement by a werewolf while worn. No, sorry. While wearing this token, a werewolf will not transform against their will, regardless of magic or natural effects that may change or revert their form. As a bonus action, a creature wearing this token may flip the token to the side bearing the full moon in order to transform into their beastly form. How's that? Simple item.
Those fast way to fire guns, they have 0 recoil. Like, goddamn, they're so tasty. And then I did a night raid, and I killed a couple people.
I think that sounds good. Simple item, but good. Thematic for Halloween. Small silver coin hangs from a chain like an amulet around the neck of the wearer. It has 2 sides and can be flipped over with a quick turn. The first side depicts a new moon, and on the other, the full moon. Requires attunement by a werewolf. While wearing this token, a werewolf will not transform against their will, regardless of magic or natural effects that may change or revert their form. As a bonus action, a creature wearing this token may flip the token to the side bearing the full moon in order to transform into their beastly form.
That was fun.
Simple.
Just 10 more to go, 11 more to go. 100.
Okay. Gift of Gabby, hello. Rogue subclass, you may. However, I am not doing full like reviews and walkthroughs of classes because, as I found out on previous streams, it tends to take up the entirety of the stream. But I will give brief advice on things that I see. Necklace of Rescuer's Extortion. Oh, okay, let me write that title down, and I'm going to begin thinking about that while I take a peek at this subclass, see if I can think of some inspiration, then we'll work on that. Yep, not italics, underline. Necklace of Rescuer's Extortion. Here we go, Harlequin Rogues. Interesting. When you choose this archetype at 3rd level, you gain proficiency in improvised weapons. And you add your dexterity modifier to the hit. So I would add your dexterity modifier to the clarification, Gabby, is that you add your dexterity modifier to the attack bonus or to the damage. Either way, I don't think that line is necessary because improvised weapons are already going to add your ability modifier to the hit and damage. Yeah, so like when you roll to hit, that is your attack bonus, and that is typically like if you're using a longsword, it's strength plus your proficiency bonus if you're proficient in the weapon. In this case, with an improvised weapon, if you're just grabbing a plank of wood, then it would be strength plus proficiency. And your strength modifier is added to the damage, because you're proficient in improvised weapons. For any kind of improvised weapon that is thrown, you add your dexterity modifier and proficiency bonus if you're proficient in them, and you add your dexterity modifier to the damage when it hits. Let's see. Right, I was gonna look at rogues just to see what we've got here. Just back. R. Here we go. Rogues. Okay, so we have 3rd level. Grants an ability. Bonus proficiencies, yes, that falls in line with balance. Tactical confusion, then. Here we go. At 3rd level, you gain the ability to roll deception as a bonus action to trick the target into thinking you're doing one attack, but doing another. The target has to roll an intelligence saving throw to see the deceit. If they fail the save, you gain advantage to hit the target. If they succeed, you don't gain any advantage, or you can choose to give them disadvantage on the next attack or spell attack. So I would make sure that you clarify that. So let me just help out with some clarifying language here. Let's see. As a bunch of trick the target into thinking you're doing one attack but doing another. Period. The target has to roll an intelligence saving throw to see the deceit. If they fail the save, so you should do...
Oh, actually, they're only flash big. Oh,
let me do this. Control that. If they fail the save... Okay, if they fail the save, you gain you either gain advantage to hit the target, or you can choose to give them disadvantage on their next attack roll. It can just be attack roll because spell attack rolls count as attack rolls too, so it doesn't need the clarification between the two.
That's without any attachments.
And then you don't actually need this last bit. If they succeed, you don't gain advantage, because we've already clarified that if they fail to save, they either you gain advantage or choose to give them disadvantage on their next attack roll.
9,000 rubles.
Uh, so let's see.
It has a thermal sight.
DC to save against this ability is 8 plus your proficiency bonus plus charisma. So I would also change that, because you said earlier you roll a deception check. So there shouldn't be a save DC. Either you have a save DC or you roll the deception check.
Yeah, that's when you have night vision.
I would say, though,
Because when flashlights
that the better option would be to have the save DC. So have the tactical confusion save DC. Because for rogues, the ability to roll a deception check versus an intelligence save would be really fucking powerful. They would almost always succeed. Rogues gain expertise as part of their class, and I guarantee you that if somebody chooses a subclass, they're going to choose expertise and deception, which means that at some point they're going to have a plus 15 in deception. And anybody who has an intelligence saving throw at most will have a plus 10. Okay. 9th level ability, Chaotic Fighter. At 9th level, on targets that fail to save against tactical confusion, you add 1d6 to the damage. Yeah, that works. First glance, it looks underpowered, but looking at the other 9th level abilities that rogue subclasses get, it's actually pretty in line.
I have the scabs green,
13th level,
which is really cool.
Smackdown.
A nice-
You add your dex modifier to the damage.
and they also brought me a map of custom
So I don't really understand the 13th level ability. You add your dex modifier to the damage to any tool in a pitch ability?
maps. Not the most up-to-date
What is a pitch ability? Yeah, I apparently have editing permissions on this, so I've just kind of been editing where it's necessary. Oh, any tool in a pinch. So right. When you choose this archetype at 3rd level, you gain proficiency in improvised weapons. You add your dexterity modifier to the hit. So, the issue that I see with that is proficiency in improvised weapons. You already add your dexterity modifier to the damage, because that's what proficiency gives you. Well, I mean, even not with that. If you make an attack with a weapon that uses your dexterity, you add your dexterity modifier as to the damage. Like, even if you're not proficient in a dagger is a dexterity-based weapon, so you stab somebody with a dagger, you don't get your proficiency bonus to hit, but you do add your dexterity bonus, and when you hit, you roll 1d4 plus your dex bonus. So that ability is just redundant with base rules. I would suggest, if this is a Harlequin rogue, tactical confusion so far is the only thing that's like super in line with the theme. So I might change I might change the 13th level ability to something that is more unique to Harlequins. If you look at other roguish subclasses as well, you have a lot of these, pretty much all of these so far are geared towards combat, but if you look at Assassin, at 9th level they have Infiltration Expertise. At 13th they have Imposter. You gain the ability to unerringly mimic another person's speech, writing, and behavior. So possibly the 13th level ability should be something more in line with roleplay abilities or, infiltration style abilities, but themed after a Harlequin. Maybe something to do with performances. And then at 17th level we have what instead of at 17th level instead of tactical confusion. Oh, I see. So at 17th level, tactical effusion can affect a target for 2 turns.
He has a red dot sight on the side as well, but on his thermal. Oh, this guy's fancy, huh?
Let's see, but laying ambushes, you can take 2 turns during the first turn. If you take your first turn at your normal initiative and your second turn, your initiative minus 10, you can't use this feature when you're surprised. I see. Okay. So here we go.
Hello.
When a creature fails its save against your tactical confusion ability, the effects last 2 rounds instead of 1. Better wording for you. Let's see. Any creature rescued by a creature wearing a necklace of rescuer's extortion feels compelled to offer the rescuer gifts. The gifts offered increase each time the rescuer refuses to accept them. On refusal of a gift, roll a d20. On a 1, the necklace breaks. I quite like that. Sure. I'm just typing that in now. Actually, I just realized I can copy paste. Huh? Da 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 da. The beauty of technology. Da. Okay, there we go. Ooh. Why did you give it a background? Control-Shift-V. There we go. Sweet. Necklace of Rescuer's Extortion. Done. Originally, I was thinking of something much worse, like anytime you're healed, you can choose to... Oh, hi, Aelin.
Hi.
Oh shit, I can't hear you.
Hello?
I'm dumb, my headset was off.
Oh, can you hear me now?
I can hear you now, yes.
Okay. Hello.
Yeah, sorry, when I don't have any sound going into the headset, it turns itself off after a while, so I didn't even notice that you joined.
Oh, okay. Surprise!
Surprise!
Yes, hands.
Everybody welcome Maru / Aelin, player in my campaign. Some of you have seen them before. Right, so we've got 4 items now. We've gone through the Harlequin Rogue subclass. Fun subclass. I like the idea of Harlequins. As I said, my last suggestion to everything, I've helped to rebalance the other stuff. My only recommendation is the 13th level. Make it something more roleplay focused and in line with, like performance. Something that fits the theme of a Harlequin. What other items can we do that are Halloween themed?
Do you have a jack-o'-lantern of anything?
Not on my list, no, no. Bobicus was talking about one that they made, but I'm not gonna put that in the list because that's not my item.
Ah.
And this compendium, the compendium is for, you know, stuff that I make to be released for free, and I don't want to be taking other players' ideas. Like, I'm obviously not going to be putting the rogue class into this because that is Gabby's.
Yeah.
Something to do with candy? Maybe I like fun little items. Maybe
So-and-so's wondrous jelly beans.
oh no, then it's just people are just gonna scream at me about birdie bots. We don't want that. Let's do
Candy of destruction.
candy of destruction.
You throw a handful of candy, and people have to make a wisdom save or are forced to jump for it. That's just silly.
Yeah, so I was thinking maybe something more along the lines of, like, I don't know what to call it, but like a party popper that spews candy, or like a firework that bursts into candy.
Like a piñata?
Well, not like a piñata, like a thing that you say you say the word and you throw it, and then it like pops like a firework, but candy comes out instead of sparks.
I don't know what those are called either.
Oh, Locket of Nightmares.
Ooh. That just sounds like a cool name for an item. Like, if you picked up an item and then you cast Identify and the GM gave you the name Locket of Nightmares, I would be like, oh, dang, what's this?
Yeah. Hold on. So you said both you and the target will have the dream spell casting and nightmare one. Let me look up the dream spell really quick. Get the exact... here we go. Dream. You can make the messenger appear I'm looking at the nightmare section of it. You can make the messenger appear monstrous and terrifying to the target. If you do, the messenger can deliver a message in no more than 10 words, and then the target must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, echoes of the phantasmal monstrosity spawn a nightmare that lasts the duration of the target's sleep and prevents the target from gaining any benefit from that rest. In addition, when the target wakes up, it takes 3d6 psychic damage. Oh, Aelin, there's a lot of background noise coming through suddenly.
Sorry, my GPS switch I just turned off.
Gotcha. Okay, Locket of Nightmares. So, I like the idea. Let's make it a bit more specific. Let's see. By inserting a lock of someone's hair into this locket, you may, let's see, you may cause them to suffer terrifying visions in their sleep. While wearing this necklace, you may insert a lock of a creature's hair into it. If you... Oh, hello, Cadre.
Hello. Sorry I'm late.
Oh, you're fine. Let's see. While wearing this necklace, you may insert a lock of a creature's hair into it. If you do so, when you and that creature, sleep for the night, both of you come under the effects of the dream spell, with you as the messenger. Let's see. You appear in a monstrous form and can deliver, let's see, you appear in a monstrous form as per the nightmare version of the dream spell. I'll have to fix the wording on that later because that's not quite clarifying. Let's see. So you appear in a monstrous form as per the nightmare version of the dream spell. This continues each night for as long as the target's hair is in the locket.
So
However,
you can kill someone with this.
However, if a creature succeeds, let's see. As per the nightmare version of the dream spell, and the creature makes their wisdom saving throw at a DC of 15. This continues each night for as long as the target's hair is in the locket. However, if a creature succeeds their save for that evening, the hair turns to ash.
But it could potentially kill them.
It could potentially kill them, yes.
Dang.
So can the dream spell if you cast it every night in nightmare mode. That's just... It's going by the wording of the dream spell. You know, you can cast the dream spell every night if you want.
True. And if they keep failing their saving throw, then eventually they die.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I didn't realize that. Holy crap.
Yeah,
Isn't
yeah.
Dream like a 6th level spell? Or dreaming a 6th level spell?
5th level.
Okay, well,
Wow,
I mean,
you could
that seems
you
a little
can-
on par for 5th level.
kill someone in a week.
Yeah, but they have to fail 7 consecutive saves.
True.
6 consecutive
Sure.
saves. Which is difficult to do.
Yeah.
Right. And if they succeed once, then technically with the original spell, it doesn't make them immune. It just means they have to keep on doing it.
Correct, yeah. The only benefit of the the benefit of the locket is you don't have to spend the spell slot.
Mm.
And technically, because you have their hair, it grants them disadvantage. But the same can be said of the dream spell. If you have something
Yeah.
from the creature, they have disadvantage on the saving throw.
Lord.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I did not know that.
That's why I made it DC 15 instead of higher. Because DC
Uh-huh.
15 is decently achievable.
Yeah. This is probably a very rare item, at least.
Oh, I mean,
Wondrous
absolutely.
For certain.
It's so wondrous just indicates that it doesn't have like an item designation. Like, a wondrous item would be for example, my token of the full moon, or I can't pull examples out of my head for some reason, but like the only time that something is not labeled as a wondrous item is when usually when it's a weapon or an armor.
Yeah, like ever smoking bottle, earplugs of the bullet.
Yeah, those are all
Robin's
wondrous items.
Buffling beetles.
Okay. That seems a.
It's just how the designations work. It would be the designation would be wondrous item, very rare.
Yeah.
Also banned in every market. So that's a black market item, 100%.
Yeah.
So that'd make it harder and more expensive.
Yeah, exactly. It's not like you just walk into a store and be like, I would like a locket of nightmares, please.
Unless you wanted to be arrested.
True. Locket of nightmares? No, nothing illicit.
I would never.
I would never. I just kill people in my basement and steal their magic essence. I'm
The way you
poking,
say that too.
I'm poking fun of the character that my Wednesday GM made. Oh, it was great character, great characterization. They
just drown people with ale.
Yeah. Cadre's like over here, like, no, I'm a good guy. Listen, I'm a great person. I'm on the side of the good guys. I just occasionally waterboard people with ale.
Go, they drown and get drunk.
Yep.
Damn. And yeah, that would be terrible.
Yeah, it's slightly terrifying.
A little bit.
All right. So, next suggestion. Anybody have any more suggestions?
For a Halloween themed item?
Yeah, I'm trying to stick with a Halloween theme because we're in
okay.
October, and
Spoopy.
yeah, I think that my well, actually, I'm very bad at keeping track of time. Oh, the next Homebrew Helper stream is the 24th, so not the Sunday of Halloween. But still, it's October. We gotta be spoopy themed.
Have you already done something with a pumpkin?
I haven't done anything. I haven't done anything with a pumpkin. Bobicus talked about an item that they made with a pumpkin, but that's not going in the compendium.
Very simple. The animated pumpkin. The jack-o'-lantern.
I don't know. I mean,
it's not as simple as it sounds. As soon as you animate an item, it becomes much more complicated.
It's a familiar in the shape of a
it's just fine
pumpkin.
familiar, but with a pumpkin?
It's a floating familiar head, and it only happens on Halloween, and it cackles like the Headless Horseman.
No.
I mean, that would be pretty hilarious, but totally non-legit.
Yeah. We'll skip that. Pumpkin themed. Okay.
I don't know. For some reason, I'm thinking like something involving like, I don't know, illusions or a candle or.
I'm thinking of like a pumpkin grove, or like from Cinderella, a pumpkin carriage.
Yes, this pumpkin, when you tap it, turns into a carriage. The end.
That's it. That's all it does.
That's it. That's everything.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I guess you could have something like a pumpkin that would like cast illusions on the wall of your choice when you put a candle inside it.
Maybe.
That sounds cool, actually.
Yeah, and I like simple little items like that, non-combat stuff, flavor.
Let's add one tweak to it.
Okay.
One tweak. And instead of it just casting it on the wall, it actually makes like a 3D representation on a table on the surface of the table it's sitting on.
So a
diorama kind of thing.
Casts major
Hologram.
illusion.
It's more like a shadow hologram.
Well, other idea is being able to leave a message inside a pumpkin and then the next person that comes across it, it talks.
Oh my god.
Could have this item could have multiple abilities.
Okay. So let me see. Let's get that idea down. So
Called the
Shadow
Warlock's
Operative's
Pumpkin.
We both are like naming time.
I didn't hear because you talked over each other. I didn't hear either
Yeah.
of those.
I believe Maru said the Warlock's Pumpkin, and I said the Shadow Operative's Pumpkin, because it would be an item that would create like a 3D map on the surface, and would also, you could leave secret messages in it. So.
You know what I'm gonna call this? Jackie's Lantern.
Huh.
Because that's funny. Jackie's Lantern.
That's
All right.
pretty good. I like that.
Let's see. By placing a candle into... I like your idea, Maker, with like the 3D projection. So what we're gonna do, by placing a candle into this pumpkin.
And quick question: is it going to be a pumpkin or a actual jack-o'-lantern with the carved face? Because from what it sounds like, it. Okay, because with the description, it sounds like it's just a pumpkin with a thing carved out that you could put a candle in it.
By placing a candle in this jack-o'-lantern, you may cause the flickering light it casts to form shapes and images.
That sounds dope.
You may shapes and images on the surface around it. You may design an illusion as per the effects of programmed illusion. Sorry, as per the effects of the programmed illusion spell. This illusion fades when the candle goes out. After seven, I'd say like after 7 uses. This. Let's see. After 7 uses, this effect can no longer occur. Whatever.
I was thinking, instead of programmed illusion, because that means, like, you know, anytime somebody walks past this pumpkin, or, you know, does the trigger to activate the program illusion, then the same illusion goes off that was put into it. I was wondering if, because also that's a higher tier spell, making this thing more valuable, so bringing
that's why I made it limited, because like programmed illusion lasts forever.
Right.
Or is it forever? Is it like a month?
I was thinking it would just recharge charges.
It lasts until dispelled, I think. But I was thinking of it.
Yeah, until it dispelled. So
I'm thinking it being capable of creating the effects of major illusion instead, which is actually very similar to programmed illusion. But yeah, it's like a one-time use, and you can, I guess, craft an illusion.
Yeah. So and let's do it. Let's see. You may design an illusion as per the effects of the major illusion spell. This. This illusion is clearly. Sorry, no. All creatures are able to discern that this illusion is merely an illusion.
So much money.
Because I'm thinking the idea is like, you know, it's all made out of like the flickering light.
Or shadows.
Yeah, flickering light and shadows from around. Merely an illusion made of the flickering light and shadows of the area. When the candle burns out,
Here's an idea. Perhaps you have a candle that like
the illusion
comes with
ends.
it. You have a candle that comes with it, and whenever the candle runs out, then if you wanted it to expire, then when the candle runs out, the item no longer functions.
Well, I mean, that's basically... If we're downgrading it to a major illusion spell, I don't think that I see a problem with, like, you know,
It recharging, or
you just get a new candle and can do it again.
Okay.
So the illusion lasts until the candle runs out, and then it ends, and then you have to get a new candle and make a new illusion.
Yeah.
As you get higher level, the increase of loot gets better.
I think that's
That's
good.
an end game.
Do we want to add the talking effect as well? I think that is fine with just the projection, honestly.
Yeah.
yeah.
So, if I get
Okay,
matched
cool.
up with,
So
like,
Jackie's
Now-
lantern.
Then
Now,
it
the
basically is
next
just kind of
one
like a spooky
is-
Jarvis.
The next one has to be sending stones, but with skulls. And instead of it being
Let's just
limited
sending
to
stones.
sending, instead of it being
actually-
limited to sending, you can just have full-fledged conversation. They're called skull walkie-talkies, essentially.
What if they're just skull earrings? Like just a singular like skull
Well,
earring, and what
I-
they do, like when they talk, they like their jaw actually moves.
Yeah, I like the idea of having like the human-sized skull sitting on your desk that's actually talking to you whenever the other person talks.
Oh, okay,
And then
okay,
you
okay.
talk into the skull, and then you know it appears on the other side. And
Welcome back, Babacus.
I was wondering why it's so quiet. I have this weird
I forgot where I got it from, but there is something where I got that idea from, where there's like you know two skulls.
What's the skull called in Hamlet? What's his name?
Hamlet?
I don't know.
No. Yeah, me neither.
Othello.
Ah,
Okay, I'm gonna call it the Othellophone.
The telephone.
that's perfect.
Oh, that's why
It
he's
works out
talking
so
to the
well.
skull. That's why he's talking to the skull. Because he's talking to someone on the other side.
Oh, wait, it might be Yorick. Hold on. Let me see.
Wait,
It was
hold
Yorick. Othello is the... Okay, wait, hold on.
I still like the Othello phone.
Oh, Othello is a completely different character from a completely different play. You're right, he's the Moor. Damn it, that doesn't work as well though, because Othello phone, Yorick phone doesn't sound.
Yeah.
Yorick Yak Attack.
No, it's Yak Chat.
The Yorick Yak Attack.
The Yorick Yak Chat.
Oh god.
I mean, if this item existed in the game, I would definitely want to use it.
Okay. I'm gonna call it the
It's different from
The
sending
Yorick.
stones
The
because
yakking
these
Yorick.
would
I'll
actually-
call it the Yoriak. There we go.
There it goes.
Oh, that's good. The Yoriak.
Yeah, Yoriak. Okay.
With an S because there's two of them.
Yeah, but a pair is one set. So it's the Yoriak. This pair of skulls is intrinsically are intrinsically tied to one another. When you hold one of the skulls in your hand and speak to it, the other will repeat everything you say, its jaw moving as though it were speaking itself. Sorry. No, let me change that. The other will repeat everything you say, no matter how far apart the two are. However, Rin, repeating your words, the skull's jaw moves and clacks as though it were speaking itself, and your voice emerges distorted and what's the word for it? Spooky? No.
Comedic.
Tinny? Not tinny. I'm thinking of, like, you know.
You don't want it to talk like this.
Yeah, and your voice emerges sounding good. Suggestion, Babacus. Oh my God, Mako, never do that again. Sounding distorted and otherworldly.
Oh, so you could like place it somewhere and then
Exactly,
talk
yeah.
into it.
Yeah.
Or, oh, maybe you could also set it somewhere and leave it open, and then you could hear any noises on the other side.
No, because the whole point, you have to hold it and speak into it.
Oh, I was just thinking having the mouth open, you know, it would be able to hear whatever is coming through the other side.
No. That would be a super powerful item. Frankly, it'd be a really fucking powerful item in that case, and this is meant to be kind of like gaggy.
Yeah. Okay.
So
I have an
you
idea.
hold it like you're speaking to Yorick, you know, and that's
Right.
how it picks up your voice. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I had an idea. Well, it would be a tweak of the item, but because what you could have it do is you could have it like mimic the head movements of the person who's speaking on the other side.
Well, if you're holding it, I don't.
Yeah, that's why I was like, darn.
Yeah.
I suppose it could hover above your hand.
Oh no, he's gonna shoot me. He's gonna shoot me, bro.
Well, actually, here's what I will do, because like if you're holding it, it's yours isn't moving, but the other one could. So then I'll say,
The one on the other side. moves,
additionally,
the one in your hand
yeah.
doesn't.
If the let's see, if the linked skull is not mounted or being held while you are speaking into its twin, it will mimic the movements of your head.
Well,
The movements of your head turning and tilting.
Pausing. All those good.
Yeah. It will mimic the movements of your head turning and tilting in time with your own motions.
yeah.
Love it.
Yorgak.
The Yoriak!
That is cool, and I actually hope that we come across this in the Underdark.
Of course, all the undead use them all the time.
Oh yeah, that's how they talk. That's how the Lich King talks to each other.
Wait, the Underdark? Which campaign are you talking about?
You know the dark, ominous message that we just got?
Oh, hold on. I've got food arriving. I'll be right back.
But
Okay.
Or not. Never mind. I'm still
Well, yeah, Dark Anonymous message said, like, in a place where things are unseen, there is a war of undead and the Lord of Eyes.
here. About the vocal effect thing. Was it just really loud? If so, I'm really sorry.
Oh, it was kind of the it was loud and just like super distorted. I don't want to scare off my stream.
Fair.
Bobicus says, I'm thinking of all the things PCs do. That's a lot of things. There are a lot of things that PCs do. I couldn't possibly make a list of them all. You must be comprehending all of the reality at this current moment, Bobicus.
They go and use the restroom. They do laundry.
So that gave me the trophy necklace and the scalpel. So are your players doing shit that inspired the scalpel of disfigurement? Because if so, I'm concerned for your players.
Whoa.
Whoa!
Were we? Did
no, I'm
No,
talking.
not
I'm
okay.
talking to somebody in the stream.
we? No. I was just like wondering if. Wait, hold on. Oh, there. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
Subject
yeah.
verb agreement.
They're players.
Yes.
Oh, they're not, but I've heard stories. Yeah, those are horror stories. We respect boundaries in my campaign, and, you know, some things are just too far for some people, and we won't cross those lines.
He's around here because we keep using the voice.
So, I don't think the scalpel of disfigurement is going to be appearing in my campaign.
There needs to be a Halloween-themed item that is a ghost outfit.
But it has holes all over it, not just two.
No, I was thinking it's still got the
Oh my
two
God.
holes in its eyes.
I've got
but
it. I
when you
already know.
put
I
it
already know.
on, It turns you ethereal.
Well,
No,
I was
no,
just
no.
thinking of the Charlie Brown ghost costume.
This is
and all you
it's
get
gonna
is
be
rocks.
super simple. It's an enchanted like ghost outfit, like sheet, that when you put it on, it turns you invisible, so it looks like the sheet is floating around.
No, it turns you.
Yeah.
Not
The
sheet.
the
Oh,
robe,
that's great.
the sheet still is still visible, but it turns you invisible. Okay.
love
So
That's perfect.
Just imagine you're like, hey, I've got this great idea. What? They're like, I can turn invisible. And then they're like, how's that? And then you're like, watch. Throws over the blanket. And then it's like, but I can see you. You're right there. No, I'm just a floating sheet. Oh, go. It's gotta have the two holes though. And then, ooh, that'll make it even scarier, because if it has the two holes, then you can see that there are no eyes, because you're invisible. But it lets you see through the eye holes of the blanket.
okay.
That's
The simple
wonderful.
cloak is little
That's-
more than a white sheet with eye holes cut eye holes cut from it, which can be thrown over an individual.
Part of me almost hopes that there's like a really hideously patterned one.
Uh-huh. It's called
Absolutely.
Grandma's Ghost Quilt.
She knitted it from lace.
Oh god. It looks like a gigantic doily.
Yes. Which can be thrown over an individual as a costume for All Hallows Eve. Psycho, how dare you call me Stinky? Stinky. Also, welcome.
Hello.
Okay, it's a simple cloak. It's a little more than a white sheet with eye holes cut from it, which can be thrown over an individual as a costume for All Hallows Eve. When a creature wears this sheet, their body turns invisible, but the sheet remains visible
Or I'm maybe. Yeah, that would be
The
the
body
best
turns
way.
invisible, but the sheet remains visible, giving them the what is it? The comedic appearance. No.
The realistic, 100% realistic appearance of a ghost.
No.
Comical appearance.
I was thinking, caricatured. Appearance of a ghost.
Stereotypical.
I wouldn't say stereotypical because like it's stereotypical to us because like we have
Fair.
comics
Cartoon.
and cartoons and movies, but you know, in a D&D world, it would be a caricature.
Right. Yeah.
You are who Psycho is telling you that I'm Stimky? You're the Stimky one.
I think what it should be called. Maybe the blanket of ooh.
I'm just tasty.
The blanket
The blanket of ooh.
Just O's, but in caps and non.
I just called it Spirit Cloak, but the
blanket of ooh.
I'm changing it to that. The blanket of ooh.
I love it.
Don't lie, Seiko. We all know you stinky as fuck. So
That's good.
sweet. The blanket of ooh. Actually, I have it all the O's capitalized. I need to decapitalize every other one.
Yes, exactly.
There we go. Ooh. Hey, get that vibrato in your voice. Okay.
Okay.
What else? I've only been
well,
at this for an hour and a half. I still got at least a half hour.
Oh man. Those I feel like we came up with some good ones. I mean,
We have.
without
Oh yeah, absolutely.
what's the word? Without
Prompts.
just reaching out, you know.
Let's see. Do you want to make like a slightly less gaggy one?
Mm.
Ooh, wait a minute. Papa
Yeah.
did something.
'Cause
Yeah,
they-
I like that suggestion. Charm of Dragon's Creed.
which one? What?
Sure.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Wait, I missed something.
In the chat, if you're looking at the Twitch stream, Babakas posted.
Charm of Dragon's Greed. While wearing this charm, merchants and innkeepers will forget to charge you for any minor purchases, but you are filled with an insatiable desire for gold.
Yeah.
Well, I was saying, sorry, I thought that was like from something, so that's why I was
no,
like,
it was a suggestion.
Yeah.
While wearing this charm, merchants and innkeepers will forget to charge you for any minor purchases, but you're filled with insatiable desire for gold. That's good flavor text. I should put some exact mechanics on it.
Do you want to start from the insatiable desire and work backwards?
No, because I already have an idea for the first part, so,
I have an idea for the second part whenever you come to it.
let's see, when you are paying for a purchase,
of moderate value.
let's see. No, sorry, here we go. When it comes time to pay, for a purchase,
I would make it
of 10 gold or
percentage of
less.
your- okay.
A what? Oh, 10 gold.
Yeah, when it comes time to pay for a purchase of 10 gold or less, you may choose to have the the creature charging you for this purchase roll a charisma saving throw. The DC for this saving throw is 10 plus 10 plus 1 for each gold. Of the purchase's value. No, sorry. The DC for the saving throw it'd be the opposite way around. It would be 20 minus 1 for each gold of the purchase's value. There we go. So if it's 1 gold, then the DC is a 19.
I have an idea. What if you had it so that, like, wait a minute, hold on, was it any minor? Okay, never mind. My idea was like if you're buying a bunch of other stuff, and like they would normally charge you for this like smaller purchase, like instead they wouldn't essentially because you'd spent a bunch of other money. And that would depend on how much other money you spent and how much the value of the smaller purchase would be.
That's
I'm
just
not
what persuasion
following
is
this.
for.
Yeah, fair.
So, when it comes time to pay for a purchase, here's what it is. When it comes time to pay for a purchase, you may choose to have the creature charging you for this purchase roll a charisma saving throw. The DC for the saving throw is 20 minus 1 for each gold of the purchase's value. So technically, it can go up to 20 gold, but once you hit 20 gold, then they are guaranteed to save. Let's see. A purchase worth, let's see. If they fail this saving throw, they forget to charge you for the purchase, and you suffer no consequences for failing to pay. There we go. Then
That's a strong item. But
the
now.
and it's not really that strong because 20
Yeah,
gold. That's
10
not that
gold
much.
is
So
not-
what you're forgetting, they're forgetting to charge you for end rooms and food. You are filled with an insatiable desire for gold.
Oh,
That one I'll have to think on.
I was thinking that you might do it so that anytime you see an item that is either made from or has gold on it or is gold, you have to make a specific wisdom saving throw. If you fail,
Okay.
you must do everything within your power to obtain that item.
No thanks. Thank you. Have a good one. I like that idea though.
That was funny timing. As soon as he finished describing it, you were like, "No thanks."
I don't like this item at all.
Oh.
Let's see. Well,
They said, "Do you want a bag?" I said, "No thanks."
let's see. Well, wearing this item, if you, see any,
Oh, is this my card?
that is made from or contains gold. Oh, Bob, because anytime you see someone wealthier than you, have disadvantage on charisma checks against them.
Because you're just jealous and angry.
Licking your
That one would be a
lips
really
at
hard
the
one to
gold.
reinforce, though, because it's very unless like people are being super ostentatious with their wealth, it's difficult to tell if they're actually richer than you,
I mean,
or if they're just dumber, you know.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it would be. If
I'm wearing
this
20 gold
person-
rings, but that's literally all that I own.
If this person is wearing gold upon their body,
Well, that's
then-
this version is much worse. If you see an item that is made from or contains gold, you must succeed a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw.
ooh, you could make it work like the other one, where it's like the value of the item. The
That-
higher the value of the item, the higher the DC to fail.
That requires you to know the value of the item, and makes it way more difficult because, like, when it's just 1 through 20, that's easy to calculate. It's 1 to 1. But, like, any item that's made from gold is gonna be going into the potentially going to the hundreds. So if you
What's the
did it
DC?
1-to-1, then you would always fail the DC.
What's the DC? 100.
Yeah.
Well, I was thinking like, for every 10 gold, it adds 1.
Yeah,
Well,
but then there's math in both
that's a lot
sides.
of
I'd
work
rather
for
just
them.
make it a
Yeah,
DC
yeah.
15. If
That's
you
fair.
fail the saving throw, you must do everything in your power to obtain that item.
Just imagine, like, so you're walking through a city and you're seeing gold, and then you're like making a list as you
Mhm.
go.
Going to
And then
steal
you're
that.
like, gotta
It's like,
come
ooh,
back
I
to
need
this
that, I
store.
need that, I need that. Okay, alright. I like this. I like this item. This is excellent. Cool. Any other suggestions?
Do we still want to try to make a less jokey item?
Sure.
Yeah,
Uh,
something maybe to involve like a ghostly candle or like soul capturing or
Oh,
something.
I thought I had the vague idea for one earlier. Y'all can help me refine this. It is a bottle of curse catching. So, like, and the reason that I say this is that in actual witchcraft, this is the thing. You'll make like a charm bottle. You'll fill it with stuff. You'll cast a spell in it, and then you'll seal it with wax, and set it somewhere near where you are constantly. And it's supposed to, if there's somebody that's trying to hex you or curse you, then it will capture those instead and keep them from hitting you. But I just need to turn that into an actual mechanic for actual curses in D&D.
it might have to work a bit differently, just because curses in D&D are a little more. They're like
Usually
either
upon
cast
items.
at you or on an item. Yeah, that's exactly what I was about to say, actually.
Well,
they can also
then-
be on places.
here's how it works then. Bottle of curse catching. Let's see.
Interesting mechanic that I wanted to suggest is like whenever you're near a curse that hasn't activated yet, the bottle. This would basically be kind of like Sting from The Hobbit and the Lord of the Rings. Basically, whenever you're near a curse, it glows.
That would be a different item, in my opinion. I'm trying to go for the witchy vibe with it, like something that a witch might put together and like keep several of these. So this was going to be a consumable.
Gotcha. Okay.
So while carrying this item, if
You are targeted by a curse.
if you are targeted by a curse, yes. No, sorry. If you would be afflicted.
Yes. That is yeah.
If you would be afflicted by a curse, the curse is instead negated, and a black mist fills this bottle. Yeah, while carrying this item, if you'd be afflicted by a curse, the curse is instead negated and a black mist fills this bottle. If this curse was tied to a place or an item, it is suppressed for the next week, but will return after that.
Yeah, that's actually good. No.
What is
Would
it?
the
So
curse
Bobicus
be
says, uncork
suppressed?
this bottle near a cursed item and it will cast the remove curse spell, and the bottle is consumed. Should this bottle ever break or be removed more than 100 feet from the item, the curse returns.
Keep the bottle on you at all times if you're gonna keep using the cursed item.
maybe. So I was thinking actually the opposite. It captures the curse, and if you ever open the bottle, the curse is released.
I was thinking that too. Yeah.
Which makes it even more interesting because then you can choose like
Just
a new
open it
target
at
for the
someone.
curse. Let's see. Yeah. If this curse was tied to a place or an item, it is suppressed for the next week, but will return after that. Let me do this. However, if the curse is successfully removed, successfully permanently from that place or item, then the bottle captures it in its entirety.
I would specify within the week that it is suppressed.
Yeah, sorry. However, the curse is successfully permanently removed from that place or item while suppressed. So, from that place or item during this week. And I should also go back and specify the curse is instantly negated and black mist fills the bottle. If this curse was the let's see, if this curse was the result of a spell or instant effect, it is fully captured by the bottle. If this curse was tied to a place or item, it is suppressed for the next week, but will return after that. However, if the curse is successfully permanently removed from that place or item during this week, then the bottle captured it in its entirety.
And the curse is removed.
Well, yeah, that's what I said. If the curse is successfully permanently removed. So then we say, as an action, well, this bottle bears a curse inside it. It may be the wax seal may be broken.
All the players go for the raiders at once, and so the raiders kill a bunch
And
of
the bottle
players,
uncorked.
and the players kill the raiders, and then the scabs get involved because they hear all the action and they know it's the raiders. So there was like
If you
9
do
boxes
this,
down there with hella loot,
the curse is
40 seconds
released
left.
upon a
I didn't know
creature or creature, place, or item of your choice within 120 feet.
I think if if it's shattered, then it should be released chaotically.
Oh, yeah. I'll add that in. Let's see. So if you do this, the curse is released upon a creature, place, or item of your choice within 120 feet as per the rules of the original curse. So
What if it was an item-based?
if it was an item-based curse, you have to do it on an item. That's basically the rules of the original curse. So like if the curse was originally tied to a place, you can't just put it on a creature. It has to be put on a place. If it was originally tied to an item, it has to be put on an item. And then we'll say if this bottle is ever broken, the curse is unleashed chaotically, and the GM may decide
On a target within a certain range.
yeah,
of the bottle.
what target it binds to.
I was just gonna say the GM determines what happens.
It would
I'm just thinking that
the
you could use it as a curse grenade if it had a specific radius.
Granada!
I would make the radius 120 feet because that's the radius of the action uncorking, which means that if you throw it as a grenade, there's a great possibility that you can get hit by it too. So yeah, you can do it, but there's risk. Unless you can throw things very, very far.
Or have a
What?
Going to attach this bottle to the end of an arrow.
So this, yeah, there is that. You could do that. I like that. Okay, so while carrying, so bottle of curse catching, while carrying this item, if you be afflicted by a curse, the curse is instead negated. Okay. And a black mist fills this bottle. If this curse was a result of a spell or instant effect, it is fully captured by the bottle. If this curse was tied to a place or an item, it is suppressed for the next week, but will return after that. However, if the curse is successfully permanently removed from that place or item during this week, then the bottle captures it in its entirety. As an action, seal can be broken, bottle uncorked, put the curse on a new item, creature, place within 120 feet. If you break the bottle, then it's unleashed chaotically and the GM decides where it goes. Fabulous. Wow, we have 10 items so far.
I had an idea of something in a similar vein, like the Curse Breaker's phylactery. Which is it would do the thing that we described earlier, or that I described earlier, where when you get close to a curse, it glows. The other thing I was thinking of is it'd be an attuned item that would have a set number of charges and then a specific set of abilities that are specifically designed for like breaking and removing curses of different types. Obviously, the item and location ones would take a lot of charges.
Huh. Okay. Let's see. Then, what if we do this? So phylactery, I mean, when we think phylactery, we think of liches, we think of like a vial of blood, right? So, what if it's like this? What if instead of charges, so it just glows in the presence of curses, as a basic ability, but in order to activate its other effects, you spend hit points.
Yeah.
As you have to put blood into it. That's cool. Okay. So, I'll write the physical description later. But we have,
The passive.
yeah, the small vial glows a soft greenish light whenever it is
Brighter the
brought.
closer
Yeah.
you- yeah.
It is brought within. Let's see. I have a loose idea. Manacles of Peace makes a prisoner look absolutely free to everyone but themselves. Interesting. Manacles. Retainer has a different meaning to me. Well, actually, I'll look that up. So let me finish this item, Babacus, and then I'll start working on the manacles. Let's see. Small vial glows a greenish light whenever it is brought within 100 feet of a curse. It glows brighter the closer you are. So now for the effects. Let's see. As an action, when you are within 10 feet of a curse, you may sacrifice
Oh, yeah, because people have different hit point pools.
Oh, here we go. You may sacrifice a number of hit points equal to the maximum roll of one of your hit die.
I
if
might
you-
go with the middle on that one, depending on what ability you're talking about.
This would be to fully identify a curse. It's the idea of this is very much a role-playing item, so I would not expect people to be walking around and using this constantly. Besides, like, either this item is not going to be like very frequently used, or it's going to be part of a grimdark campaign, which is going to see people getting, you know, hurt a lot and lots of curses and darkness and the fear of death constantly. That's where I see this item being used.
Okay. I
also see it being used at higher levels. Nobody's
Yeah.
going to be level 3 and walking around with this thing.
Yeah, that's fair.
So, if you do so, you may immediately learn the full effects of that curse. Let's see. Maximum roll of one of your hit die as you pour blood into the phylactery in a dark ritual. If you do so, you may immediately learn the full effects of that curse. And then we will say, as part of a 10-minute ritual, you may sacrifice a number, let's see, you may sacrifice a number of hit points. No, let's see. You may sacrifice your own, do the flavor first. As part of a 10-minute ritual, you may sacrifice your own blood in order to break curses that the phylactery has detected.
How about the hit point number would be your constitution score?
But
Not
then
the, not the modifier, the score.
Score?
Yeah,
That's way more punishing than the max hit die. Because most people
But
aren't
this
going to
is a
have
really
a
powerful
constitution
thing. You're
score less than
basically
10.
just breaking a curse.
Oh, for breaking the curse, I was going
Yeah.
to have you choose, like, intervals of hit points, and that, like, increases the level of the curse that you can break.
Oh, well, I mean, okay. So, what were you thinking?
I'm thinking 5 per level of the curse. Like, if it's a curse that was done by a first level spell, then that's 5 hit points. That's not that bad. But a super powerful curse, 45 hit points is painful.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Binds of freedom. I'll get back to that, Bobby. Sorry, let me just wrap this up real quick. Let's see. Learn the full effects of that curse and its level. Make that modification. You may sacrifice. No, sorry. You may target one curse within 30 feet that you are aware of and have learned the effects and level of. Sacrifice a number of your hit points equal to 5 times the curse's level. If you do so, you may break that curse at the end of this ritual.
Is this the same item?
No, this is, we moved on to
Okay.
Curse Breaker's Phylactery. And then I just wanted to add on to it. Hit points sacrificed to use this item may only be restored by a long rest or the greater restoration spell. May only be restored through the effects of a long rest. Or after the greater restoration spell has been cast upon you. There we go. Spicy! Cursebreaker's Phylactery. Okay, so then we have Binds of Freedom. While under these binds, a creature appears to be able to walk and speak freely, even if they are gagged and being led by a chain.
Alright.
Okay. Oops. Okay, why is that underlined? There we go. Well, under these binds, a creature appears to be able to walk and speak freely, even if they're gagged and being led by a chain. So then we'll say that... Oh, hi, Lukey.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Didn't see you there. It doesn't... When I'm streaming, it doesn't ding when people join the chat.
It's
Oh.
okay.
You just did.
People rarely do. People rarely
It doesn't ding for me. That way, like, Discord notifications don't pop up, you know, on my stream. Okay, so we need better specifics for that. Well, under these binds, a creature appears to be able to walk and speak freely, even if they're gagged and being led by a chain. Well, wearing these manacles, a creature is shrouded by an illusion that makes them seem as though they are not bound or injured in any way. They appear to walk. What are you laughing at? They appear to walk freely
I'll post it in memes.
and of their own accord. They appear to walk freely and of their own accord. A creature that suspects. Oh, let's see.
I feel
This-
like this item is like for like secret public king play. Just saying.
Shh, we're making homebrew D&D. Fuck out of here with your BDSM shit. But to be fair, I thought the same thing. The solution does not hold up.
D&D, not kink items. Shift size.
We're not making anything kinky in this chat. No, not at all. This illusion does not hold up to physical inspection. My innocent eyes and ears. No. Suddenly Slev's paying attention. Okay. This illusion does not hold up to physical inspection if a creature suspects the illusion is not real. They may make a DC 14 intelligence save to see through it. There we go. Simple. Binds of Freedom. Spiderleg eyelashes? While you wear these
You look
falsies,
fabulous.
while you wear these falsies, you gain advantage on charisma checks and gain the spider climb ability. Lasts for 1 hour.
Do you climb with your eyes?
Yes, yes, of course
Yes.
you do.
Hey, you just let me
just
blink
blink.
my way up this wall.
You just all of a sudden you just see somebody like get really close and just put their face up against the wall.
Okay,
And then
okay,
they
okay.
just start going up.
No, no, you just look good doing it, girl. Love it, love it. Okay, yeah, okay, that has to go in.
Sent you a message in Discord.
Okay, one moment.
Oh, hold on.
Me? I don't see it.
Sorry, it's in private chat.
Oh, oh my god, that's fucking awful. I
why I
love it. Okay, 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 okay.
Hard color.
I'm not sure we're allowed to say that on stream, so I'm not going to.
Didn't.
At
didn't.
least not for this segment. So, let me write this the fuck down. Spiderleg eyelashes. There we go. Spiderleg eyelashes. While wearing these falsies, you gain advantage on charisma checks. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, but I would say that. Okay, so let's make it this. While wearing these false eyelashes, you may bat your eyelashes as an item interaction on your
like,
turn
Blink, blink.
in order to activate the magic held within. It's just all I can think of is One Piece now with fucking what's the king's name? Is wink, and it just shoots a shockwave as he winks so hard that it fucking knocks you off your feet. Anyway,
It's an advantage on persuasion checks if you bat your eyelashes and speak the command word, "Pretty please."
oh god.
Oh, god damn it.
Okay.
Spiderleg eyelashes from L'Oreal Paris. Finally, eyelashes that give you legs for days.
Oh, hold on. I got the.
Maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline. They just turn around to the camera and there's spider legs wiggling on their eyelashes.
Oh, hey, they're daddy long legs.
Yes,
Why am I
yes.
using this once per day ability? You're worth it.
Because you're worth it. Oh my god. Y'all are fucking crazy. Okay, you may buy.
Here. I'm gonna post a picture of the, what's it called? Hashtag spiderleg eyelashes.
For the next hour, you gain the effects of the spider climb
Oh, wait. I got something.
spell. So, the spider climb ability. And you have advantage on persuasion checks. Also, you just look fabulous. There we go. Alright, I'll check out these. Oh, fuck. Oh my god. Corpse of a black cat. Don't know yet. Okay. I don't know if I can work with that one.
That sounds like a wonderful idea. Corpse
great
of a
idea.
black cat.
Magic item, just carrot. It's
it's
literally
face?
just a corpse of a black cat. That's it.
Its face is just like that perpetual like like open mouth, like almost like it's hissing, but not quite.
I can't even think of an effect for that. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to deal with it.
Bad luck.
Make-
is all I
Make
can
a
Ooh,
you
hey,
make a range. You make a ranged attack
it's
against an enemy, and if it hits, The cat actually crosses its path and it has
Wait.
disadvantage for the next turn.
Wait, whenever you pull it out, everyone within the presence of the black cat is under the effects of unluck.
No, yeah, no, that's just it. It's just whenever you pull it out of the bag that it's stored in, everybody within 100 feet has disadvantage on everything. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I've got it. Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Great.
Okay.
Disadvantage on everything. Not skill checks, not saving throws, just everything.
Everything.
I love that. Whoever suggested that, thank you for your black cat corpse idea.
Bobicus.
Yeah, Bobicus is
Oh,
on a
hey.
roll today.
Yeah, just ideas.
A what's it called? Taxidermied, taxidermied black cat.
Yeah, yeah,
There
yeah.
should be a living black cat, but it should just be called Pocket Cat. And whenever you pull it out, it grows to full size. And if you hold the front legs and in one hand and the rear legs in another and pull on the rear legs, it fires lasers out of its mouth.
Here's the description. Taxidermied, thank God. Why did they leave the cart track on it? Please don't pull it out of the bag. When the cat is out of the bag, everyone in 100 feet. There we go. Everyone in 100. Sorry, in a.
Everyone within 100 feet has disadvantage on all d20 rolls
Yep.
and is unable to tell a lie because the cat's out of the bag.
Ah. On
So,
all.
I have a
D.
perfect image for it too.
All yes, everyone within 100 feet has disadvantage on all d20
The
rolls.
fact that you have a perfect image for a dead cat item is disturbing.
And
Oh
cannot
yeah.
tell a lie. The cat is out of the bag now.
Alright.
I mean, it's medieval times.
Oh
so
no no
they're
no
gonna
no!
have-
Yes, that's so much better. Okay, so Babika suggested. Okay, so instead of cannot tell a lie, here we go. When the cat is out of the bag, everyone 100 feet has disadvantage on all d20 checks. But he said, to unbag the cat, you must reveal a secret.
Interesting. Aylin would hate this.
Yeah.
No,
Hunter would love this item.
she just shakes her head. No, no, no thanks. I'm gonna leave it in the bag.
Mm.
So, hold on. Who's this person?
Babicus is. The, if you gotta watch the
Babicus.
Twitch stream, you
Yeah,
can't.
I was about
That's where
to
the chat
look
is.
it up. Yeah, I'm about to pull up the stream.
Oh
Just
God,
do
that
it, bro.
image.
In the streaming Discord, but
Keep
not watching
going.
the stream.
Going to see my sugar daddy long legs. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The Discord's
Yeah.
just for friends. Stream can't see the Discord, which is good because we're posting our shitty memes in there. But
But if you
but if you're on
would
the
like-
call, you should be watching the stream
support-
so you can see what people say.
if you would like to support, then on Patreon.
Yeah,
think.
technically there is a tier on Patreon that allows you access to the Discord, but
Yeah.
I technically need to add a different tier because like that tier is still set at 18 a month, and I was gonna add a $12 a month tier. Because the 18 a month, I can't change it because my birth mother's subscribed to it, and as long as I have a subscriber, I can't change the value of that tier. So it's gonna add more to the $18 tier, and then make a $12 tier with all the effects of the current $18 tier.
Oh, okay.
Anyway. Excuse me. Yeah, if you guys, by the way, if you pull up the stream, everybody who's in the Discord chat right now, keep in mind, if you still want to give me the view, mute the tab, right click on the tab, and click mute tab, because if you mute the stream, it doesn't count as a view. And more views equals more, the algorithm puts me out more places.
Yes.
Yeah.
I did not know that. Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah, fun little trick. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, I've noticed.
I
But,
just turned down the volume on the stream itself.
yeah, more views equals more views. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah,
if you turn down the volume on the stream, that's muting it. It doesn't count as a view on Twitch. Like if you turn off the volume on the Twitch.
What if I just turn it down to the point where it's almost muted, but not actually?
Oh, that's fine then. Then that's not muted.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
That's what I'll do.
Bet. Okay. Damn. Okay. So what all do we have so far? We have Skull of Animate Dead, Bracers of Spirit Summoning, Token of the Full Moon, Necklace of Rescuers Extortion, Locket of Nightmares, Jackie's Lantern, Yoriak, the Blanket of Ooh, and you must pronounce it like that. Charm of Dragon's Greed, Bottle of Curse Catching, Curse Breaker's Phylactery, Binds of Freedom, Spiderleg Eyelashes, Corpse of a Black Cat. Damn, that's a lot of items. How many is that? I wasn't counting.
I think that's good.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 items? Good God, that's a new record. Wow.
So
I have an
productive.
idea for one.
Okay,
You want to
okay.
hear it?
I'll hear another one.
It's
Why not?
It's inspired by that video that I sent you guys a while ago, where it was like the things my players say, and I'm just thinking of like, the the fists of friendship and the necklace of I am the bitch.
The necklace of I am the bitch.
Oh my goodness.
Oh God. All right.
Wait.
I don't
You
know
got
if I can come up with effects for those, but I'm gonna put
You
at
can.
least necklace of I am the bitch on the list, and I'll come up with it later.
Oh, and
Yes,
twin
emphasis on
brass knuckles called thoughts and prayers, and then whenever you punch people, it leaves
yes.
indentations in their skin that says thoughts and prayers.
Thoughts and
remember
prayers, twin bros knuckles. Yeah.
That item was posted in memes, and I was just like, Cadre is making these for Aelin.
Excellent.
Gotta be made of the moonstone, because
Hell
I gotta
yeah.
punch them with my goddess.
Okay. Do we have any? Because technically we're 3 minutes until when I was originally gonna cut off. So I'll still allow if chat has another suggestion. I will try. But otherwise, if we want to continue on with the stream, then I'll shift to just a short, quick chat about the fact that, hey, I made a tiny bit more progress on my
Whispering.
crafting system. Was it thoughts and prayers can maybe be sent by the sending spell? Yes. Okay. Wait.
Sending and the knuckles shoot off your hands and hit someone in the face.
No. While wearing these, you may make an unarmed strike against any creature you know by casting the sending spell.
Oh my god.
Sending
you
thoughts and
expend-
prayers.
You expend the spell slot, and then all of a sudden,
Yeah,
oh
plus one,
god, what happened?
plus one knuckle dusters, but you can send them.
Oh gosh, I love it. Just
Fuck. It's amazing. Okay, yeah. While wearing these, you may make an unarmed strike against any creature you know by casting the sending spell. I'll make it 2 unarmed strikes.
Beautiful.
thoughts and prayers.
Yep. Okay. Fabulous. Alright. That's the last item I'm gonna do. Thoughts and prayers. What is it?
There you
If you have at least one level in cleric, any creature you hit with this weapon is cured of all diseases. Oh no! I'm sending my thoughts and prayers. Wow, I'm cured. Fuck. Okay.
Just beating the shit out of the power of Christ compels me.
Yes.
It's helping the people with the power of friendship and my fists.
Amazing. Okay. So if people still want to stick around for a little bit more of the stream, I I'll go a little bit over to talk about, because I know that Mako's going to want to hear this. Mako, I made a little bit more progress on my crafting system. Just a teensy bit.
I'm actually gonna head out.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. I'm
It
gonna
was
wrapping up soon anyway. Why does my camera do this? Out of nowhere, it's just tinting everything yellow now.
You are now lighted warm.
Why?
It's
What?
the
And it's
camera.
the camera too. It's not like the cable or anything, because I can see it. I have the little bit flipped around on my camcorder, and it's fucking yellow as fuck. The camcorder just doesn't know how to handle colors for some reason. Anyway,
The camera of vintage.
the camera event. Yes, magic item, camera of vintage.
I'll see it.
Another item.
Yeah.
Mm.
Turns everything sepia.
Okay, hold on. My pretty face is gonna vanish for a second as I reset it. There we go, back to normal. Woo. Right. So, Mako, I did more work on the crafting system. Because I had some better ideas. I'm gonna start to, I think, model it a bit after, like, take inspiration from Final Fantasy XIV's crafting system, which I was already kind of doing because we're going to have the crafting classes, and that idea exists in Final Fantasy XIV. But here was my idea. Rather than having a table and having to define every item that exists with DCs, what I'm going to do is assign items what are called CLHs. For simplicity, that's complexity, labor, and hindrance. Complexity represents the quality or the difficulty to achieve quality. Labor indicates the amount of time it takes to complete the item. Hindrance indicates the base DC. So your complexity, the complexity number, represents the gap between the DCs, right? So, and I've expanded the system. I'm going to make all of the abilities that you get as a crafter do much more for, like, reducing gaps in DCs, as well as the materials that you use can change them. So complexity right now is the gap between each DC is 5 plus the complexity rank.
Wait, when you say the gap between each DC, I'm not exactly sure what you're talking about there.
Okay, let's actually backtrack, because I'm pretty sure that a bunch of viewers have no idea what I'm talking about either. I'm building a crafting system. This crafting system is going to be a supplement to D&D 5e, wherein, in addition to your combat class, which is the class that you get out of the base book, they are combat classes. I know some of them have roleplay abilities, but really most of it is geared towards combat. You will additionally have a crafting class. This isn't like multi-class. If you take levels in a crafting class, it has no effect on your ability to reach level 20 in your main class, your crafting class. It is just a separate thing that you level separately. Each of these crafting classes, focuses around a particular tool set, kind of. So you have, like, for example, a smithing class. You have an alchemist class. You have a woodworker's class. You have a lot of audible dialogue in the background of my stream. Sorry. You get the picture. As you level up these crafting classes, you'll get abilities that are unique to those classes that basically make it easier to produce items of higher quality, or to produce the items themselves. That's basically the simple function of it. But the idea is, so you'll have, like, for most types of crafting, you'll have 4 levels of an item. You'll have basic, and basic is anything that can be found in the book. So, like, if you look at a longsword in the book, that's going to be your basic form. Its cost, its damage, everything the same. But items will also have advanced, expert, and masterwork levels. Advanced and expert provide a small bonus over the basic form. For example, when working with weapons, an advanced weapon has +1 to its damage. An expert weapon has +2 to its damage. And a masterwork weapon has +1 to its hit and damage. In addition to this, any masterwork items get, when you forge a masterwork item, you get to choose a couple of effects from a list to apply to that item, which makes it unique. So that's the basics of the system. Now you kind of know what we're talking about. When creating an item, it is going to have a base DC. That's going to be the DC that you have to meet with whatever toolset it takes to create that item in order to forge the basic form of that item. So if you want to forge a longsword, let me pull up the original table here that we had, because originally we were just going to make a table with all of the basic items from the list, but that is going to be a lot of tables. Would you like to load for me? Thank you. Longsword, here we go. So the basic DC for longsword would be 22 for forging it, and then you have so you have your abilities that come along with your smithing class, and you use those in order to reduce the DC. So as you gain more levels, you get more abilities, and you have more ability to reduce the DC. The base DC of the item is defined by hindrance from your CLHs, out of the complexity, labor, and hindrance. So
if your hindrance is 10, the base DC is 10.
Not quite. So I've expanded the range of, because I'm also adding in the ability for materials to reduce the CLHs, as well as there's going to be a whole host of abilities at your disposal. I'm increasing DCs across the board because there's going to be lots of opportunities to reduce them. These difficulty qualifiers, the CLHs, have a rank between 1 and 20. For hindrance, the base DC is 10 plus the rank. So if your rank is 10, then the DC is 20. Pretty simple. Basic DC cannot go above 30 for an item. And of course, if an item is set to 30, then it's a really difficult item to forge.
Better be a damn powerful item.
Well, again, like I said, both your materials and your abilities reduce the DC. And if you have the ability to use the tools of the class, if you have proficiency in the tools, you have level 1 in the class until you start gaining more levels. So you will at least have a few abilities at your disposal for reducing DC. Now, complexity. That was your question. Out of the CLHs, we also have complexity. Complexity defines the gap between the DCs. It is 5 plus the rank. So the gap can be up to a 25, but that's going to be rare. That's going to be very rare.
5 plus the rank?
5 plus the rank, the complexity rank. So your complexity can be a 1 through 20 as well. Each CLH has a different number 1 through 20.
Okay, thank you. So what... when you say the gap between the DCs, which DCs are you talking about?
Right. So, additionally, everybody, the way the system works is you don't choose to make an expert, advanced, or masterwork item. You choose to make an item, and you start reducing DCs and complexities. And then you make your roll, and if your roll exceeds the DC for that rank of item, then you create that rank of item. So if the DC for an expert item you've reduced down to an 18 and you roll a 19, then you create an expert item. But if you roll a 17, then you create an advanced item. The gap between the DCs is the distance in between the base DC, the basic DC, and the advanced DC and the expert DC and the masterwork DC.
My power just blinked.
Oh, so did you catch what I said about the complexity?
No. It cut off right as you were about to explain what the difference was between, or the.
Yeah. So the complexity defines the gap between the basic DC and the advanced DC, the advanced DC and the expert DC and the masterwork DC. So, the complexity is equal to 5 plus the complexity rank. So say you have a complexity rank of 5. That's a total of 10. Say your base DC is 20.
So it would be 30.
Yeah, then it would be 30 for advanced, 40 for expert, 50 for masterwork. You will have abilities that will reduce the complexity, therefore shortening the gap in between each one, and you'll have abilities that reduce the DC, thereby knocking all DCs down by the same value. Stuff like that. The last value that we have for items is labor, the L of the CLHs. I haven't fully defined how the length of time will be defined, but it's basically, it's like a progress bar. You have progress points. Actions that you take interacting with the item can add progress to this bar. So the labor is equal to, at this moment, 100 plus 10 times the rank. So it can be up to 300, but abilities that produce progress will add, like 10, 20 to the progress. And progress is advanced by abilities that take time. So you spend an hour by using this ability, and you'll produce this much progress, that sort of thing.
Gotcha.
And the last thing that I've added is durability, which is defined by the materials that you use. And this just means, for all of the materials that you've lumped together to make this item, they have durability values. They add up all together, they total all together, and each time you take actions with the item, whether they advance the progress or not, the durability goes down by certain amounts. If your durability reaches 0 before your progress reaches completion, then you fail and waste some of the materials. Certain ability, depending on the subclass, certain abilities may restore durability during the process. But that's what I have to find so far. I also simplified how materials work, but I don't think I'm going to explain that on stream. I'm just hoping people are kind of interested in the concept of the system. Being that it is a homebrew system.
I said that makes sense.
Yeah. Well. Anyway, the point of me bringing this up on the stream is because it is an entire homebrew plugin system that I am going to be working on. Hopefully, eventually get to publish this. So guys, keep an eye out for that. I think I'll go ahead and wrap up the stream because I don't see any comments from anybody else. Unless anybody has questions about this from the chat, which I'd be happy to answer. All right. Well then, thank you all for sticking around and listening to us babble and watching us laugh our way through a bunch of fantastic and several joke items. Appreciate you guys tuning in. This is the highest turnout that we've had so far, and the most amount of items that we've made. That's, if you count Thoughts and Prayers, 15 items that we did on this stream. So I've got my work cut out for me because I have to turn all of these into a nice looking compendium. Once again, all items that are created on the stream are going to be released for free. If you want to get those items, check out my Patreon. It's patreon.com/thegrinninggamer. No subscription necessary in order to get the compendium. I've already released compendiums version 1 and 2 on there for free. You can download them. This one, I'll be doing the same. I'll be posting about it as well in r/Unearthed Arcana and r/D&D Homebrew. So keep your eyes out there. Of course, if you do want to support the stream, I have a donation link down below on my About page, or you can subscribe to my Patreon. The more subscribers I get, if I start getting subscribers, I'm going to be working on more premium homebrew content as well. Fantastic. Thanks once again to Ian Fisher for the music provided that you've been listening to throughout this stream. Please check him out at Tabletop RPG on YouTube and Patreon. Other than that, I think right after the stream, I'm probably going to leap into another stream in like 30 minutes to an hour of some more Final Fantasy XIV. Those of you in Discord are welcome to stick around to chat, but the rest of you, love you all. Thanks for tuning in. Hope I see you again next week when we do our Living Lore Q&A. Till then, keep grinning, stay safe, and have a wonderful evening.
Night.